iRock Radio, the world headquarters of rock. It is Caroli with Stephen Wayne.
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
This is an exciting day.
Oh, bro, I could cut glass with my nipples.
Why?
It's an exciting day, bro. Come on.
Is that what happens?
Yes.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Did you do that on December 8th? Did you cut some glass with your
Dude,
nipples?
everything was ready to cut glass on December 8th.
All right. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. It is time, and we've been talking about this for a while. We're adding to the on-air staff at iRock Radio. December 8th, you and I launched this whole thing
right,
on
brother.
the air. We had a big party here and all that stuff. Today, there's no party. But we're equally as excited
Yes, we are.
to introduce the newest member of the iRock Radio air staff, Jay Raven.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
Thank you. No party, no practice, no none of those things.
Yeah.
Get it all out here.
The party will begin when you take the airwaves for your first show. You'll be on Monday through Friday from 6A to 9A.
Except the first week.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay, let's talk.
Oh, here you go. Here we go.
You know what?
Let him, come on, let him have it.
Before we go talking about that, let me just say that, you missed this whole thing before this. Like, there was a whole conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Mike was like, okay, I'm going to say this.
One
and
way.
then we'll say this. And Steve was like, then we're going to say that. And you did none of those things. And then you're just like, no parade. Here you go, Jay. You're on.
Notice in the video, Raven is about 3 feet away from the microphone, and he's still louder than everybody else. So here it is. You're all of
right.
like 30 seconds into your iRock Radio on-air time.
Got a shirt and everything.
But you've already taken Monday off.
Yep.
The funny thing is I asked for another day off as soon as I came in today, too.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So Raven's been here 2 days, 2 different days. The first day, he asked for his very first day of work off.
Right. That's typical. Why am I not surprised by that?
He comes back today,
Yeah.
and he asks for another day off.
It's a different week.
Wait a minute. What day is this?
It's a different week.
It's a different week. It's the second week. So he's got a 4-day work week, his
Right.
first week.
Right.
And his second week, a 4-day work week.
I'm shooting for it. I'm shooting for it
That's not
anyways.
even right.
The first one is for football.
Oh,
the second
well,
one is for love.
The Look
Look at that.
You're married. You're all
look
set.
at that.
Listen, how long you been married now?
Look at that.
How long you been married?
Oh, now you're really going to get me in trouble.
Yeah. How long you been married?
All right, so the
were
three-year
at the
The party's over, pal.
3-year anniversary will be this year.
The party's over. After the first year, no more sucking up. Come here and do your job, goddammit.
Well, the first one, there's a very good reason for the first day.
Conversation.
First day was going to be the day after the Super Bowl. The day after the Super
Okay,
Bowl.
well, all right.
No, listen. The day
6
after
a.m. the day after the
Listen,
Super Bowl.
The day after the Super Bowl is the day that you should be on talking about
Right.
the commercials,
Right.
and the halftime show,
Right.
and the game, and everything else.
Right. I'll be on the toilet.
You'll be sleeping on the toilet.
Well, no, it's just, if I have enough whiskey and enough buffalo wings, chances are I'm going to be on the toilet. That's all I'm saying.
We have a
and
toilet
I take
here.
a probiotic.
Hey, we have a
Craig taught me
toilet
that,
here,
so-
by the way, so you can use that.
Well, I'm very
Yeah.
regular now because I'm on a probiotic. That's what happens when you get to a certain age. You do that. You get married, probiotic.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, there's other things that come with it too, but that's
Blue
one
pill.
of them.
I'm on more antibiotics than
Blue pill. I'm just straight up on heroin,
Judging by
dude.
those
That's
jeans,
it.
I can tell why.
Will you stop with the fashion? He's always critiquing my fashion.
He told me
didn't-
those Mark Anthony jeans are his favorite jeans.
They
said
are.
He wears them all the time.
They feel silky.
He wears them all the time.
They're
feel
silk
sick.
on the inside.
It's his uniform.
and rugged on the outside.
They're lined with illegal immigrants' tears.
That's
it.
Here's a sample of what you will get on iRock Radio Monday through Friday from
Those
6
jeans,
to 9.
those jeans came in on the back of somebody
Why
that was
are you
led by
even
a
looking
coyote
at my
through a
jeans?
desert for 3 days.
Why do you even glance down below my belt? Why?
You know what it was, honestly, is that there's a couch here in the studio. It's a very comfortable room, right? The vibe is good here. And, the funny thing is like when people are comfortable, they slip into whatever they want to do, right? Like if you got a dog or a cat, the dog or cat would, do whatever it wanted to do. The second that it's comfortable with guests coming in your house. Right, so I come in here, and the second that Caroli's comfortable with a guest being in here, what does he do? He hits the couch, and all of a sudden he's giving me the open leg lock. That's what he's giving me.
I'm not giving you
Hey,
anything.
Let me,
He's like this.
hey, let me let you in on a little secret. At least he's got pants on.
He's like,
Usually when him and I are running around here, it's underwear only.
I'm like, bro, those jeans are pretty tight. I'm like, those jeans are pretty tight.
Well, what are you looking at? His twigs and berries?
So then he proceeds to tell me
He's been married for 3 years.
how much he loves these jeans.
I do.
And how they're Mark Anthony jeans. And I know from being a guy that tried
fashion
to try on some
connoisseur.
jeans, right, tried
Yes.
to try on some jeans,
Yes.
that he's got to be a 33 or less because there's no way he's fitting his ass into them jeans.
34.
It's a lie.
34.
That's a lie.
You want to come look?
Nope.
34?
Not at all. Not at all.
Wow.
So
I'm
what?
so sorry. I'm a 34, but I'm also a 30.
So you're mad about the day off?
I'm
is what you're
34,
saying.
30.
Now that we get to the truth, is that you're mad about the day off?
Listen, I'm not mad at
The
all.
day you're off, he's not going to wear those pants now. Just on a spot.
That's the day I get to relax and I put on my comfy clothes.
Sweatpants,
Right. Right.
He can let himself go.
I'm not mad at all. Listen, I am thrilled
Yep.
that Jay Raven is going to be on the air at iRock Radio.
Well,
I
thank
really
you.
am, man.
I'm
Thank you
excited.
for joining us, man.
I'm excited.
Well, it's good. Our revolution's gaining strength, bro, and we could not think of a person to bark out our revolution more than you, because who's louder than me?
We're not going to commit a felony together, are we?
What we wanted to do here at iRock is find the two loudest people on the planet and hire them.
Well, we don't have enough for microphones to be used at all shows. So
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, we decided that we would come
We're a
with
small-time operation
Right.
here, so we have to do everything.
pioneering budget.
Yes.
Well, thank
Right
you
back to
guys.
square one.
No, I'm
I'm
glad
happy
you're-
to join.
Happy you're here, brother.
This is very exciting. And what have you been doing since August 1st?
Well, I've had various opportunities. I was the activities director at a magnificent head shop where I was an associate director as well. I had a great job as equipment manager for the Patriots. It's recently coming under fire. But other than, I mean, I've been doing well. I've been doing all right.
Our timing of asking you to join us was perfect.
Thank God. Right. What a cold winter it's been.
Hey, you've been married for 3 years.
My patio is a cardboard box. No, I'm definitely making sure that the heat will stay on and all that. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you.
All right, so this is great news. We're thrilled that Jay Raven.
I'm just glad I don't have to play Skinnerd. I don't.
No.
No.
Well, that was the thing. You texted me last week, and you're like, "I'm out at the club, and they're playing Disturbed," and
Right.
like you were getting like amped up to come and play this stuff.
Right.
And you'll play Disturbed and Slipknot and Korn and
Rock and roll never forgets.
There'll
No,
be none of that?
none of
Glad.
that.
I'm glad.
None of that. No.
What do you want to
know,
play? Like,
after-
what are you looking forward to playing?
You know what, dude? I miss Rage.
Rage
And
Against the Machine?
it's not even just the stuff that like was on the radio. Like I miss like Freedom and like Wake Up and like stuff that people never play. You know what I mean? Like
There's listen. We're not going to go crazy here and play.
Oh,
just
we're-
like
oh,
your
we go
iPod.
crazy.
right. I was gonna.
Don't let
say,
it fool
you.
you.
I mean,
We go
right,
crazy.
okay.
Don't let
All
it
right.
fool you.
I was
that's,
gonna
that's,
say.
That's the number one side of him telling you that,
For a minute there, I resorted back to the old CCC days when you hit
Yeah,
classic
no.
rock. I'm like, oh my
No,
God,
no, there's
we
none
have
of that.
to play Supertramp.
None of that.
Why are you
No.
playing that? We have to
What do
play
you mean
Sticks.
you did a 7-minute break and you didn't hit the weather 3 times? What do you mean? Right.
For a
right.
moment there, I went back in time. I'm back now. I'm okay. We are redefining radio here at iRock. So anything goes. If it doesn't work, then, you'll be back to his equipment.
I think I figured that out the first night that I was listening to Steven on at night, because I was listening and Steve did an interview. I forget who you were talking with. I think it was Corey or Brent or somebody, one of those guys, somebody you know well.
Yep.
So Steven gets on, and the first thing in the conversation is that I notice is like he drops like 5 F-bombs in the first 3 sentences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is,
Yeah.
right? The funny thing is the guy in the band's just like, well, gosh darn. like he just didn't. He's just so in the mode of not being able to do that type of stuff that he was just like. I was like, almost, is Steven offending him? Is he upset by his language
No,
or
not
something
at all.
like that?
No,
Yeah, I
nothing could
noticed the
offend that,
difference
man.
right away. Right away.
It is an adjustment. It is, for sure. And I'm sure that, you'll let a word or two fly. And
Sure.
It's okay, man.
It's all right.
You want to get something out of your system now?
You mean a word or two like I'll let somebody else have a word?
Well, we know that ain't happening.
That's
possible. But
This will be the last time
Yeah.
I will be heard in the
Yeah.
same
Right.
room with Jay Raven.
Yeah.
Right, it's
Yeah.
possible.
Is there
but it's
something you
not
need to get
likely.
off your system now? Is
No,
there a word you need?
I mean, well, what the hell will I have in the tank for Tuesday?
I'm
I mean,
just-
after I finally have a day off.
I meant one of those words. Yeah, after you rest up from the
Yeah,
Super Bowl
finally
and
get
the
a
day
day
after
off.
the Super Bowl.
Right.
You want to come in the afternoon that day, maybe?
Yeah, maybe she did.
You know, it's not a bad
Ease
offer,
back into it,
you
because
know?
I'm sure you haven't rested enough since August.
Well, listen, you guys know, like the first, well, I mean, maybe you don't. Like the first day that you go back to work after not being at work for a while, that's kind of tough, And if you're waking up at 5 to do that, like, and that's no shower. No shower.
Whoa,
when I come in here.
whoa.
We have
If I'm coming in at
Whoa,
6,
we got a strict
I'm waking
cleanliness
up at
policy
5.
here.
Well,
Hey,
you better leave by 9.
yeah. The day before.
I realize there's a lot of cameras in this place. I mean, that's typical no shower rule.
Yeah.
You
We
know?
film everything here.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, I noticed that
Everything.
the bathroom is right over here, and given these buildings, they have like unique layout and that type of stuff. I mean, there's 7 different ways into this room right here by itself. Do you have a shower or something somewhere?
Yes, we do, as a matter
We
of
used
fact.
to at
we
the
have,
old building.
we have everything. There's a fireplace in here.
We have a masseuse come in
nice.
once a week.
Oh,
Dude.
happy endings.
Listen, whatever
Great,
gets it
man.
done, we're
didn't say that.
redefining radio here. Okay,
and everything else.
and everything else.
Well, after a day off, I like to get a good massage before I.
Well, yeah,
Who
watch
wouldn't?
yourself.
A
Yeah,
little
right.
tensed up. Yeah,
Don't
see?
rush
Right.
back into anything.
Yeah.
Don't be crazy. Let's not get nuts.
I'm happy that there's an outlet for music once again for people that want to hear, real rock and roll and whatnot that's out there, because everything else is just the same everywhere you go. Everybody is super, super safe. Everybody is worried about what everybody thinks. They get the same suits in one room deciding what to do everywhere for everybody. And it's terrible. And you run into people and that's all they ever talk about is that, God, there's no choice anymore. There's no balance. There's no balance on the dial, whether it be music or personality or whatever. Everything is just safe, 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 safe. And that's no fun.
Not here,
Well,
brother.
At iRock Radio, you are listening to and looking at the Brain Trust. So we will be the ones to decide.
Speaking of safe, vaccinations.
Yeah.
When do we get those?
All right. So, hey, welcome back, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
thrilled that
Thank
you
you.
were part of the iRock Radio on-air staff, and we're going to do some amazing things. And I'm thrilled that you're part of that, man.
One letdown is that Mike and we talked about this teaser reel of like this videos and stuff like that, and I thought during this break we were going to do like the Dirty Dancing lift or something, like, you know what I mean, like one of us was going to
Who's
jump into
lifting
another one's
who?
arms.
I'm not lifting
I want you to jump into his arms.
You guys are in far better shape than I am.
I can't. There's not a lot I can do athletically with these pants.
That's what I figured. You can't spread out your legs to get the balance.
No, I just
Right.
walk around like a robot.
Hit you high enough, you're going right over. You can't spread
I
out.
can do anything. I'm very athletic.
About with those pants on.
All right, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
Monday through Friday, Jay Raven
Except
live
next week.
from 6 to 9. Except this
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Except the following Friday.
and the week
Friday,
after
maybe
that,
Friday.
We'll put out your agenda. We'll let people know when you're on. Jay Raven, welcome back and welcome to iRock Radio.
Thanks.
The longest break in the history of iRock Radio.
We're going to record this?
All right, let's do
Yeah, now we're good to go, right?